it's Kreators Klub with Kimmi. Welcome back. You are in the right place. If you are a content creator or entrepreneur trying to grow in this online space and get money while you are sleeping, also building the business of your dreams. Yes, I said it. Let's go. Babies are making money on YouTube. Why aren't you? Let's do this. So today we're talking about different mistakes that are keeping your social media from growing. What are some things that keeps people's YouTube channels from growing, their podcasts from growing, the blog is stopped? What's the problem? What's the holdup? Let's talk about it. So the first thing that I'm gonna talk about is being inconsistent. Yes, I said it. Inconsistent. You start today, you're putting nothing out for 6 months. Your audience is like, where's she at? Where's she at? What happened? And I did that with this channel. I came back and reinvented. I rebranded. This channel used to be called Business Life with Kimmi. I came back. I was like, you know what? I do more than just business. I'm really more about that content. I'm about that content space. So now it's Kreators Klub with Kimmi. That's what this channel is called. So I went away for almost a year. But I realized one day I was looking at my analytics on YouTube. And I said, wait a minute. People still watching this. I got to reinvent. I got to come back with something. Because I was liking my content that I was putting out. But again, it wasn't where my true passion was. My true passion now is helping people between the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, wherever you are in your life, whatever age, to get some of this digital money. Again, I always say it jokingly, but babies are making money on YouTube. Why aren't you? Why are we constantly having to go to work 9 to 5, struggle when we got stuff that we could be teaching people? We have information that we need to be sharing, but we're often afraid. We don't know how to get started. So that's why I created the Kreators Klub community. And it's a full-blown community. You can check it out at kreatorsklubwithkimmi.com. And over in the community, though, we take you step by step how to build out every piece of your digital business. You can see the course library over there. It's too many to get into right now. It's over 16 courses. And we got you covered literally from A to Z to walk in this digital space. Nobody else is doing this. And we meet with you weekly to get your business going. So let's get back to these mistakes that people are making. So being inconsistent. Again, you post today, they don't hear from you for 6 months. It's like, what happened to her? And they were actually liking your information. So that's what I was saying. When I looked at my analytics, I was like, people are really still watching my stuff. They really like my business tips. And they love me talking about business. So I was like, I gotta get back into this. But I just had to come back the way I wanted to come back. And I thought about it, I rebranded, and that's what we came up with, was Kreators Klub with Kimmi. Are you in the club? Are you in the club? All right, let's go. So, also not being clear about a niche. Now, Kreators Klub with Kimmi, I did not know how to properly niche that, being fully transparent. When I first came back, I said, what am I going to do? I want to help content creators. I want to help entrepreneurs. So I realized I have to try to niche a little bit. So that niche is going to be via content helping you, right? Content creation is not going anywhere. But within that, I want you to take that same content and let's expand. And we're going to do our ebooks, our courses, our blogs, our emails, and we're going to do all the things that could be making us money from this one piece of content. So that's what I do now. I help content creators and entrepreneurs to grow in this digital market. So now I'm clear on what I'm doing. So I'm not just niching down where I only help TikTokers or I only help Instagram. I can help a large audience in what I'm talking about. Not just barbers, not just notaries. That's what people know me for on my other channels, strictly helping notaries. But over here, it doesn't matter what kind of business you have because I need you to be doing content so your business can grow. So you can get passive money. While you're sleeping, you're making money. So we're not going to overthink our message either. We're not going to overthink it. Today, if I'm talking about Instagram, that's what we're talking about. So we're not going to overthink it and say, well, I can only talk about one item. No, we're not going to stress ourselves out. If today you wake up and on your heart, your channel may be about making chocolate chip cookies, okay? That might be what the whole premise of the channel is. People love chocolate chip cookies, y'all. But today you wake up, you feel like, you know what, I just want to share what's going on in my world today. Go ahead and do that. You don't have to feel like I can only ever talk about chocolate chip cookies. So when I talk about niching down, Again, it's not so restrictive that you cannot ever talk about anything else, because actually your audience really wants to see who you are. So if you bake cookies, they may want to see you going to the store, buying what you need for the cookies. They may want to see you on a bad day when you ate too many cookies. You might have a stomach ache or a bad batch of cookies. They don't have to come out perfect every time. Your audience loves that kind of stuff. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Let's just get started. It does not have to be perfect. And that's the funny thing, for when I talk about they may want to see the burnt cookies. Everybody know you make mistakes. Maybe the oven was too hot. Maybe you left them in too long. Maybe you got a phone call and you forgot you were baking cookies. People love that kind of content. So whatever it is, just be authentic. And the more and more I talk about this all the time, the more and more you do it, you become a little looser. You become a little looser. I would never have filmed anything in my bathroom. Ever. Because that's private. I mean, But there have been times now that I'm actually in the bathroom and not on the toilet. Okay, let's just be clear. But there have been times when I'm actually, doing my hair or putting on my lipstick. And I'm like, you know what? I can talk while I'm standing here. People love that kind of content. That kind of content is just people, they want to get to know you. Why? Because people do business with whom they like, trust, and have a rapport with, a relationship. What more relationship could you have than you in the bathroom with somebody? So I might be in the kitchen making my smoothie, making my breakfast. People love that. So those are the kind of things where my husband will often say, well, Kim, everything isn't content. That's when I go to, I'm Kim now, not Coach Kimmi. But everything is not content. I'm like, I beg to differ. See, I'm a content creator. Everything is content. Everything is content. And that's what I'll be teaching you too. Everything is content. So what you may think, ain't nobody interested in that. Oh, no. The main thing that you don't think they're interested in, those be my videos that do the best. The one where I'm like, I don't want to talk about that. And I get out there and talk about it. And I'm like, for real? Really, this is what people want to see. I can't believe it. It's the funniest thing. And you're going to experience that too. You're going to experience that too in your journey. So just to be clear what we spoke about, I got one more thing too. The last thing is overthinking perfection instead of delivering value. Again, you don't have to be perfect when you show up on this camera. Ain't nobody paying you right now. Now, we're going to always be professional, but we don't have to think where we're not like a news reporter where they're actually paying you millions of dollars, David Muir or, something like that to be on here. You're not Oprah. So they're not paying you billions of dollars to be on TV. But you do want to always present, again, you want to be clean. You want to have a clean background. You want to make sure your hair is done, your lipstick. You want to come presentable because how you feel is how you will present. Now, there are some YouTubers that can lay in the bed and do their videos. And like literally, it was a girl I knew. Unfortunately, she died. Sorry. I think it was Shanika. Sorry about that. Every time I think about her sometimes. But she could lay in the bed and she did videos. Not because she was sick at that time. She just laid in the bed. And I was like, how is she laying in the bed? Who's going to take her serious? I'm like, really? But people loved her. They did. Now, I can't lay in the bed and do videos because that's just not who I am. I'm not going to lay in the bed. Now, I haven't did it yet, so don't let me say I won't do it, but I've not laid in the bed. And I do have one where I did. Let me take that back. I have 3 channels, I told you. I have another channel that's called Healthy Life with Kimmi. And that when I was, what do you call it? I have 3 channels. On one of my channels, Healthy Life with Kimmi, I would document my weight loss journey, okay, as I was trying to lose weight. That channel was on hold too. But anyway, I was laying in bed one day because I was sick. I really was. I wasn't feeling well. And I just decided to film that for some reason. And people did love it. So, again, for me, typically I'm not laying in the bed. I have to get dressed and put my flower in my head, put on some earrings. But there are people that, are able to do that and they're very successful. So whatever works for you and your community. Most of us that are watching this, though, we're trying to build businesses. We're trying to build empires. So I couldn't imagine you just laying in your bed filming, and I don't recommend it because I'm probably not calling you if I'm your customer. I'm not calling you to come cut my grass. I'm not calling you to do my hair. I'm just not. Now, there may be an audience for that again, a certain group of people that's like, hey, come and bake my cake from me. I see you laying in the bed filming your content. And it doesn't work for me, but if it works for you and your audience, go for it. But the point is, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Let's just get started. And again, focus on delivering value. What is it that your clients need to know? What is it that your customer needs to know? What is it that your audience wants to know? If you're baking peanut butter cookies, what type of peanut butter? How many spoonfuls? Do you add anything special to it? Do you put honey in your peanut butter cookies? Do you put chips, chocolate chips? How do you make your peanut butter cookies? There's 1,000 different ways to make peanut butter cookies. Are your peanut butter cookies gluten-free? So these are kind of things that they would want to know. Okay, these are the type of things that they would want to know. So you want to give them details that can make it, again, where they can go make that cookie. Now they know what kind of peanut butter that you use. They know what type of flour you're using. They know if you're using eggs or not. Do they need carnation milk? Do they need regular milk? Are you using almond milk? These are the kind of things that your audience will need to know. So you want to make sure whatever it is that you're teaching, that they can walk away with something that's like, okay, yeah, she's right. I need to do ABC. Or this is how you do ABC. So you got to really kind of play around with your audience, play around with your content, and keep it simple. If you keep it simple, I guarantee you, your audience will fall in love with you. Well, that's all I got for you today. This is, again, Coach Kimmi, Kreators Klub Kimmi.com. Get in the community, guys. Coming soon. Check out the Start Your YouTube Channel book or Start Your Business book today. Booyah! We got you covered on all fronts. Until next time, bye.